Hi everybody, this is Oksana, and today we're going to be making a crescent moon pendant to match the crescent moon ring that I made a tutorial, I think 2 videos ago. And I tried to find a stone that's very similar looking to that one that I used before as well. And we are going to be doing the typical square wire frame, but I'm going to show you what's different about using a crescent moonstone rather than a normal like a round or a teardrop or an oval shape, because the crescent moon is a little bit different. You kind of have to lock it in the position that it's in, or it will move kind of from side to side. It'll slide around in there. So we're going to be locking it in and making this pendant here. So if you want to see how I made this, just keep watching. We are going to need 2 types of wire. First is our base wires, which is the 20 gauge square dead soft copper. And then for the connecting wire, I'll be using the half round dead soft copper in 24 gauge. And these are both from riogrande.com. For tools, you're going to need some wire cutters. Mine are the Moonstone brand, and then some regular pliers and some round nose pliers. These are both Lindstrom. The regular pliers are RX 7890, and the round nose pliers are RX 7590. We're going to start with 3 pieces of that 20 gauge square wire at 8 inches long. And then my stone, I just tried to use a similar one to the ring that I recently did. So it's a little crescent moon like this. And it's not quite a cabochon because it's kind of just rounded on all sides. A cabochon usually has a flat back. And it is quite small, about maybe 17 millimeters, or what was it in inches? It's a little bit more than half an inch, but not quite 3/4 of an inch. Anyways, it doesn't have to be this exact size. It's just to give you like a rough idea of what I'm using. And what we're going to do is take these 3 wires just right in the middle here. They kind of stack together since they have the flat edges on them because they're square. So we're just gonna hold them like that. Let me get my half round wire. Here it is. All right, so holding them like this, grabbing my half round wire, flat side down, rounded side up. And we're just gonna wrap it around to make that connection. So first I'm just wrapping that little tail end that I grabbed to get it started, and then after that I'm continuing with this wire that's still connected to the spool, and because it's connected to the spool, it can get twisted unless you just guide it like this with one hand and turn the piece with the other hand like this. So you just have to do this for a little bit. This is just to connect those 3 wires together and keep them together. And after you are satisfied with that, you can just get your wire cutters, and we want our little wire ends to be on the same side. So here on this side facing me is where my wire ends are, and I'm just pressing down on them to make sure they're not sticking up like that. And then here's the other side without the wire ends. Let's just fix that. So this is the side that will be exposed, and the side with the wire ends is going to be touching our stone, so the wire ends will be not exposed. So I'm just bending it a little bit. So the crescent moon is going to sit in there like this, just trying to get that centered. So that little wrap that I did is on the bottom center of the moon, and I'm holding it and I'm bending it around. It's a little tricky with stones like this that are rounded on both sides. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of bend it around the edges of my moon and bring it together here at the middle part. Where these wires come together, that's going to be my bail. So I'm just going to reinforce those bends that I just made with my fingers. I'm going to go over them with my pliers to have just a nice sharper bend there. And then it either I did it crooked or it moved, but you can see this is no longer centered here, this little wrap. So I'm just going to move it over. All right, so now we are going to connect these wires here. So you should have 3 from the one side, 3 from the other, just kind of stacking on top of each other like this. And I'm grabbing a tail end of my half round wire and wrapping it around a few times to make sure that all of those wires are connected like this. And then this little end, we'll just push it through from back to front like that. We'll get rid of it later. And now I'm going to bring forward the front 2 wires here, and then the other wires, there should be 2 left on each side. So we'll just bend them to their respective sides like this. And now I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to guide it as it wraps around these 2 wires for our bail. And then I'm just going to turn the piece as I guide the wire like this. And I like to make this about 3/4 of an inch. That's my ideal height for a bail, but feel free to make it smaller or larger depending on your preferences. So I'm just going to do this real quick off camera. Just going to keep turning it just like this until it's long enough. Alright, so this looks long enough to me. So I'm just going to be trimming my wire ends now. So this wire end, I'm just going to pull on it a little bit. Make sure it's nice and tight, and then just get in there and trim that. And this wire end here, I'm going to trim it on this side. This is the back. So if we're looking at our pendant like this from the front, the wire end is here in the back. And this is going to be our bail, so I'm just going to press over this little wrap that I did. Kind of fix it all up. And now I can bend it into the shape of my bail, so feel free to use a tool or something to bend it around if that is helpful to you. I like to do it with my fingers, just curving it into that bail shape and putting the ends through the frame like this. Now I'm just bringing this closed like that, and as I hold it closed with my pliers, I am just pushing these wires through to kind of lock it in place. So here's the wire ends, and you only need 1, so I'm going to do this left one here. I'm going to bring it to the back, so from front to back I'm bending it, and here I'm going to trim it but leave myself a little end so that I can tuck that away. There you can see the little end. And then this one we don't need, so I'm just going to trim it off as close as I can get so I don't have a wire kind of sticking out here like this. So we'll just bend this little wire end in here, just tuck it away in there. Now I'm going to fix my little bail, kind of go over it. Became a little bit lopsided. Nope, still lopsided. There we go. That looks straight enough. And now we're going to lock in our stone. So I'm just going to double check one more time that this looks centered, this little wrap here on the bottom. Bring that nice and tight together. So let's grab the stone, pop that stone in there, kind of position it this way. So on the back, we're just going to be taking the backmost wire, putting a bend into it like this to trap our little moon here in the back, and the other one as well, like that. And on the front, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to just work my pliers into here, just wedge them in here, come all the way down to where that little wrap starts, and then I'm going to just make a careful little bend like so, and I'm going to do the same thing here on the other side, trying to keep it symmetrical as possible here. All right, so that's done. So the thing about the crescent moon shape and what makes this a little trickier than other shapes when you're making this type of design is that, as you can see, it moved and it's now off center, because it can move side to side. It can kind of slide in here. Since it's almost like a round shape, it can kind of slide around. So we want to lock it in like this, or however you want. Like maybe you don't want to lock it in like that. Maybe you want it to sit like this, because this is also, you know, how crescent moons are positioned sometimes. So I'm going to do it like this. However you want. We are going to lock it in that position by using these other wires. All right, so right now it should just be locked from popping out the front and the back. So I'm just going to twist some of these wires. This is only for looks, and it can only be done with square wire. So if you like the look of it, what you do is you just hold the wire and you turn the piece, and it gives it this little twisted look. And the more you twist, the tighter the twist gets. So I'm gonna do that on the other side as well. Again, just for decoration. You don't have to do this. All right, so now that I've done that, I'll go ahead and work on finishing up these other wires. And as I finish them up, I'm gonna try and trap this little crescent moon so it doesn't turn side to side, so it stays exactly like this. So I'm going to start by doing my little side swoopy thing that you've probably seen me do a lot. So I'm just bringing the wire this way, and then I'm just using my finger to give it a little curve like that. And now I'm bringing it to the back. On the back, I'm going to trim it and tuck away that little end. Like that, and just press down on it, tuck it away in there. So this one, I'm going to follow along, bring it next to it. So just going right up against the other wire, coming here to the back, but I'm not going to trim it. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just work it through from the front to the back and just all the way around like this. So it's just wrapping around, and you can kind of press down on it a little bit here. Okay. And now I'm just gonna bend it alongside this little edge. Press down on it so there isn't like a gap there. All right, and I'm gonna make sure my little crescent moon hasn't moved out of place, because this is how I'm gonna lock it in place. So I'm gonna take this wire, going to trim it because I'm going to be pressing down on that. And what you can do sometimes, the little wire end can be slightly visible from the front. Like you can kind of see this wire end here. And a way to fix that is you just squish the wire end I like to squish it with my round nose pliers because it's easiest, and that way it makes it less visible. So when we bend this little wire end now, just to tuck it away, we want to make sure that it goes right up against the stone. Inside here, where it's going to be bent. So just press down on it in there and just make sure that it's right up against the stone there. And that's going to prevent your stone. So if I'm pushing on this edge now to try to get it to move this way, it doesn't move because it hits that little wire in there. And that prevents it from moving upwards. So now we just have to lock it in on this side as well, and then it'll prevent it completely from moving. Okay, so this side, I'm gonna bend our first wire, the frontmost wire, this way, and then just gonna curve it because we do have to lock in this edge, so we need to keep the wires here on this edge. So just like this, you can make it a little smaller, and now I'm bending it to the back, and this is where I'm gonna lock in my little crescent moon, the other tip of it. So I'm gonna trim. And as I press down on this wire end to tuck it away in there, just making sure that it's right up against my little crescent moon. All right, so now the crescent moon will hit it if you try to move it that way. And then you have the other wire on the other side, so now it doesn't move up on either side. It's gonna stay in this position, locked in this position. So that's the only thing that's different with using a crescent moon versus other shapes, is that you just have to lock the corners of it, otherwise it'll move around on you. So now we have this one more wire. I think I will just do, I was thinking of doing a little swirl, but I think I might just leave it like this because that looks cool too. Yeah, I'll leave it like this. I always do a swirl, so let's not swirl it this time. There we go, just like that. And so the round nose pliers ended up being not completely necessary. I didn't really make any swirls, and I did use my round nose pliers to kind of squish the little tip of this wire here so you don't see that wire end. So I mean, you could say they are useful, but if you don't have them, they're not absolutely necessary for this design. So I'm just tucking away that little wire end and pressing down on that. And now it's complete. Here is our little crescent moon shaped pendant, and it doesn't move in either direction. So it's all good. I just have to adjust my bail a little bit because it's leaning to the left here. There we go. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a like down below, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on new videos. I post a new video every single weekend. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.